Wesley's son. I'm one half of Sun Brothers Studios. I'm the communications director here at Sun Brothers, and I work with my brother Brad, who's based out of Boston. And what we do is we write our scripts together, and he does all the illustration, and then we self-publish and release all of our own comics, all original content, all independent stuff. Absolutely, I would. Absolutely, I would. Our first book is called Chinatown, which we produced and released after a really successful Kickstarter campaign back in 2012. It's sort of a haunted house story about a little girl who goes missing in Chinatown and all the supernatural events that the neighborhood has to deal with as the rest of the story unfolds. And I guess I'll tell you, this is our first book, but I'll also tell you a little bit about our most recent graphic novel, which is Monkey Fist, which was released just last year. It's a very loose retelling of the old Monkey King stories from Chinese folklore, but rather than a journey to the West set in mystical China, it's set in a fast food restaurant, and he's trying to figure out where his burgers come from. And after that, it's sort of a psychological exploration with lots of video game references and cartoon violence. All of our books have been funded through Kickstarter, and for us, it's really been the gift that keeps on giving. We now get invited to speak on Kickstarting and crowdfunding comics at a lot of Comic-Cons. We've spoken here at Wizard Worlds in years past, C2E2, and a lot of other conventions about it. For us, it was a really great way to reach a much wider audience than we otherwise would have, and we treat our Kickstarters as sort of a pre-sale for the book, and so it's been very successful and very good to us. And it's always been great to give back by teaching other people about crowdfunding and seeing other projects succeed as well. We go to conventions, I think, for a couple of reasons. One is to kind of meet the fans who have been looking at our work online or checking us out on Facebook or our website or on Twitter and who have been meaning to pick up a copy of our book. That's one of them. I think the other one, too, is to meet and collaborate with other artists. So being here in Artist Alley with so much talent and so many other colleagues, it's great to see what other work is out there. And I think maybe the last thing to say is that for folks who haven't yet seen our work, it's a great way to meet people who are interested in new independent stuff. And so doing Artist Alley here or wherever we go is a fantastic way, I think, to meet people who are interested in seeing some new stuff. Something that I really get excited about. Yeah. I think when I come to this, if I have my brothers with me or I have a table mate and I can get away from the table for a little bit, I really enjoy hearing other artists and creators speak on panels. So I think probably one of the best experiences I ever had was hearing Jim Steranko do a Q&A and talk about not only his comics career, but his career as a magician and an escape artist, and also as a biker and a rock and roll guy. And so just hearing these other creators and hearing about their lives, how they got into the business, how they drew inspiration, how they did their work, that's something that really gets me going. Sure, I'll say that the best way to keep track of the next projects that are coming out, the next convention we're going to, is to go to our website, which is sunbrostudios.com. Also, you can find us on Facebook and on Twitter. That's a great way to keep up with us. And we've got new stuff in the works, and we'll be putting up new images and new news about that soon.